This is your $1,200 stimulus check update and second stimulus check update for Thursday, July 16th. Hey everyone, it's Matt. Welcome back to another Blind to Billionaire video, and I'm joined by Corey.
Hi.
So first, we're going to be talking about the first stimulus check, and then in just a couple minutes, we will talk about the second stimulus check, just so there's no confusion. But hey, before we get into it, if you're not already, hit the subscribe button. And thank you so much for your support. All right, now that you're subscribed, let's get right into it. So first, like I said, the first stimulus check, we're going to be talking about these rumors on the internet of people talking and saying that anyone receiving SSI, supplemental security income, or Social Security of any kind, whether it's retirement, disability, or survivor's benefits, are not eligible for the second stimulus check. All right, so that's the rumor that's going around. I just want to clarify. Of course, we do not have the final details quite yet, but I would say this is absolutely not true. There have been some government officials coming out and making statements. Honestly, they're just blowing smoke. They don't even know what they're talking about yet, because this is still a proposal in Congress. So if you hear rumors of people saying that these individuals on SSI, Social Security of any kind, are not receiving the second stimulus check, don't believe it yet. It's not true as of right now. They're just speculating. So it's just a rumor. Don't get all jacked up about it and worry about that yet. We're watching everything closely, and we'll give you the more details as soon as we get them. So don't worry about those rumors quite yet. All right. You want something to say?
No, that's yeah, I agree.
Okay. Secondly, we want to talk about the $500 additional dependent payments if you did not receive them from the first stimulus check. So so this is mid-July, I don't even know, a few months ago, the IRS came out and said, hey, there's a glitch in our system. We're not distributing the correct amounts for people who have dependents. And originally their guidance was you would have to file a 2020 tax return early next year. Well, again, there's a rumor going around on the internet right now that those payments should be arriving later this month in July. And again, they say that those payments should be arriving in the same method in which you receive your regular monthly benefits. So if you receive SSI, Social Security, any of those benefits, and you get your payments maybe on a direct express, maybe it's direct deposit into a bank account, maybe you get a paper check. Whatever method in which you receive your benefits each month, that's how you're supposed to get your additional $500 per dependent for when you get those payments later this month. Again, we don't know, but let's just be aware that those could be coming, so just be on the lookout. And of course, if we hear any additional information, we will certainly let you know. Do you have something to say?
No.
Okay. I just want to address this really quick. I've had a few people in the last few days saying, my sister, my brother, my husband, my friend, somebody claimed me as a dependent and I'm an adult. Do I get a payment? Unfortunately, if you were claimed as a dependent and you're age 17 or older, you're technically not eligible, because dependents, unfortunately, are not eligible to receive the stimulus payment. So hopefully that'll change in the second round, and we're watching it closely, and we'll definitely let you know. All right, next we're going to talk about, if you have not received your payment yet, will you receive a letter saying like, hey, your payment was garnished because of child support, maybe past due debts, maybe like a debt collector came in and garnished your payment? Will you receive a letter stating like, hey, your payment was garnished because child support took it for back child support? Will you receive a letter or some kind of notification? As far as we know, no. So that's kind of the part that I don't agree with, is you may have had, like, maybe your stimulus payment was issued to you, but yet it never arrived because a predator type agency, person, debt collector, child support, someone like that swooped in and took it, intercepted the payment before it got to you. And I don't totally agree with that. I feel like everybody should have some type of communication saying like, hey, your payment was actually garnished. But as far as we know, you will not receive some kind of letter stating like, hey, it was picked up by somebody else. So I feel like that's adding to a lot of the confusion here. Is In fact, in some instances, the payments were actually issued, but yet they were garnished and you never actually saw it. But here, you're sitting here waiting for your payment and you're probably never going to receive it because it was actually intercepted. Now, that's not the case for everybody. It's only isolated incidents, but I just wanted to mention it because I feel like it's not totally fair. We need more transparency for people that are waiting for their payment, thinking that it's still coming, when in reality, somebody else took it, if that makes sense.
I do think that one thing, and I'm not 100% certain, but I'm fairly certain that, so the deal is after you receive your payment, you're supposed to get a letter from like President Trump saying that you received your stimulus.
Yeah.
And so it's my understanding that you do in fact receive that letter. But the problem is that you never received your check, and it may be because it was garnished, stolen, whatnot. So then that would be an indication that I would think you should call the IRS, and kind of like look into what's going on. But that is something that is my understanding, that if a check was issued to you, that you would be still getting that letter even if you either got reduced check amount or it didn't come to you for some reason.
Yeah.
So that is something that you can kind of expect, is my understanding.
Yeah. And now I just want to throw this out there. I'm not an expert on this. Corey's not an expert on this, but I just want to throw this out. If you suspect that maybe your payment was garnished due to back child support, there's somewhere like within your county, maybe your county website, something like that within your county that maybe like administers child support, or maybe they do something along those lines. You can possibly check with them. I've had a few people reach out and say you can check on like your county website. Again, I'm not an expert. If you're one of these people who has back child support, you probably know far more about this than I do. But anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there because apparently you can check with them and it'll show apparently like, hey, your payment was actually garnished because of back child support. So again, this doesn't apply to everybody, just a small group of people, but we wanted to throw it out because there continues to be questions about this. Right.
And also, I mean, I'm just going to throw this out there. I know this isn't exactly what the video is about, but if you're somebody too who maybe your check was delivered to the wrong mailbox, like it's an old address, or you haven't received it for some reason, those are other reasons you may not have gotten your check.
Okay.
I mean, that's actually really common.
Yep. So the news that everybody's waiting for, the second stimulus check. Let's talk about it for just a minute. So here we are. Today is Thursday, July 16th, as I said earlier. And the Senate, or Congress, I should say, these people, whoever you want to call them, they're actually on vacation still until through tomorrow, Friday the 17th. They'll be back in session on Monday the 20th for just 2 weeks until they get to go on another huge long vacation. So basically what I want to say is, with the second stimulus check, they aren't even talking about it until Monday. So we're not going to know anything until next week at the absolute earliest. They basically have 2 weeks here in late July through basically Monday the 20th through the end of July to hammer something out. If they don't get it done then, it could be a few more weeks after that until we know more information. So hopefully when they're back in session, they actually do something and get something accomplished and give us some new information, so that everybody has some answers here. Everybody's waiting patiently, and meanwhile, these guys are doing who knows what. So hopefully they get something hammered out, and hopefully we'll have some great information in the next couple of weeks here regarding the second round of stimulus checks, because as of right now, everything is still speculation. So I honestly think, again, this is just me speculating, I honestly think they're dragging their feet on purpose because they're going to time this next one right in front of the election. That's just me speculating, and hopefully I'm wrong, but that's just what I foresee based on where we are in the year, based on just all the facts and information that's going on right now. I think they're purposely dragging their feet. So it's unfortunate, and they're like treating us like puppets, which I feel like is completely wrong, but who knows? That's just me speculating. All right, last thing. I just want to talk about, why do we keep making these stimulus videos? Some people keep, a couple of people have asked, why do you keep making these videos? And the honest reason is there's a lot of people out there who have not received their payment yet. And our commitment from the very start of this was, hey, we're gonna be here by your side. We're gonna help you navigate these confusing times. We're gonna continue bringing you new information as we get it, and we're gonna continue answering questions and being here for you, offering our support through this time. So we feel like we have a platform here, And we're going to use this to deliver the content and the information that we have to help you. So that's why we can continue making these videos. There's a ton of you out there that have not received your payments yet, and we're doing as much as we can to deliver the information to help you through this time and give you the new information on the second round of stimulus checks as quickly as possible. So just recognize we have your back. We're trying to help you out. So just know, like, we're doing our best here, and like, we're trying to help you out as much as we can. So I hope this video is helpful. As always, we're always looking out for you and just doing as much as we can. So have a great day, everybody. We'll catch you again tomorrow. Any final thoughts?
No, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, have a nice day, everybody. And again, if you ever have any questions or comments, please stick those down below, and we do our best to answer everybody's comments. So have an awesome day. We'll catch you tomorrow.